Hi everyone, McBeard here, back with another deck guide for you. This time I wanted to jump into seasonal mode with Skellige because the seasonal mode for this season is a very interesting one. After you mulligan your hand at the beginning of round 1, your deck is deleted, banished from the game. You cannot create cards in your deck or manipulate your deck or draw anything from the deck of any kind, and the only cards you have to complete 3 rounds of play are the 10 cards in your hand. It's a really interesting way. It has a lot of old school appeal to it as well, although the stratagem is now part of going first, and of course Nilfgaard has a lot of cards that can really take advantage of the fact that you have no cards in your deck. So there are a lot of things out there. However, even though Nilfgaard seems on paper to be starting, you start with your opponent's deck already milled. So there's a lot of power in Nilfgaard, but it seems like the seasonal mode is actually quite diverse. I played this Skellige list. Friend in the chat, of course you probably know him as well, GuloX2. He was playing a lot of seasonal, and of course it's with Skellige, as he has almost 6,000 wins, I believe, with Skellige. He's a big fan of this list here. It is a patricidal fury list, which means that if you can get to round 3, your leader counts as a pretty large swing, especially if you have Heimdall still in hand as well. Those 2 cards can help you close out a game, even if you might even be down cards. And in this mode, card advantage is very, very punishing because it is much, it's very similar to older Gwent, where if you go down in cards, you are playing from a significant disadvantage if your opponent decides to pass on you. You don't have a lot of cards to draw to get you back in the game. In fact, you have 0 cards to draw. There's a lot to get your head around. Early passing, the fact that your opponent can play a big card, you go under, they pass, and you have to keep playing, and you never get those cards back. The way this deck works is that it has a lot of high average plays and some pretty obvious mulligans. The original list and the list you'll see in probably the first 2 games run a different set of bronzes, but I kind of reconfigured them. The main stars here being the Demon Pirate, which just plays for 7, no drawback. And you have cards like the Terror Crew Plunderer, which can play with other decent 4P cards that, in combo, make for decent points together if you actually need to get ahead and not spend the gold cards that you have in your hand. Heme Spear Maiden plays for 5 on an empty board as well. And Twirsark Veteran and the Demon Pirate, Raging Bear, all of these cards are pretty good openers, and they also help Hjalmar later on to knock stuff out. You're going to see So the deck magically changed right here. I just wanted to talk about the first few games. The original list that I received had Primordial Dow and Herald Houndsnout in it. And these are cards that, Primordial Dow, you can just count on it being 9 points. Don't worry about it. And in a game where your opponent is really completely tapped for resources at all times, knowing that you have that single power play is often quite good. And Herald Houndsnout is just annoying to deal with, and you can get a lot of points from him should he fully resolve. Later on, I didn't really feel like Herald Houndsnout was getting me the average value and utility that I really wanted, so I ended up taking out Herald Houndsnout and the Primordial Dow, downgrading the Dow to the Svalblood Totem, which I felt was pretty decent, and then finding room for Avalok as well, because I had a little bit more points to spend to upgrade Herald Houndsnout since I downgraded Primordial Dow. So there are a couple of changes there and a couple of changes, but the basic principle is the same. Most of these plays are just reliable, strong points. The Covenant of Steel makes it really difficult for your opponent to get extra value from any sort of pings or removal, especially when you combo it with Sucrus, and then nothing actually can hurt you anymore, and the points that you put on the board are pretty formidable in the first place. It really does feel old school. I had a lot of fun with this yesterday. Check out these games. I got 4 awesome games for you. And let me know what you think about the Season of the Bear mode in the comments below. And if you didn't hear, last little bit of news, tomorrow there will be a Commander's Horn podcast at 4 p.m. EDT. Look it up. That's when I will be joined by Sir Pumpkin and Demorcus for a return to Commander's Horn podcast. It'll be episode 122, and boy, do we have some beefy topics to talk to you about. There's a lot to catch up with the Commander's Horn podcast. So I'll see you then, Commandos, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. Ooh, lockdown. Okay, so no patricidal fury here.
Of course, friend.
Oh yeah, the XP boost, right. That is true, that is true. So we go Veteran Bear, right? Fight night this week will be missed thanks to the coronavirus. What do you mean, Ojots? What's up, Weisenberg? How you doing? No, this is the first time I've played it. My opponent's having the time of his life, though. Like, taking time to taunt me 2-3 times a turn. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Every turn he's going to taunt me. He's having the time of his life. Maybe the idea is that he wants his opponents to concede. I'll throw him a taunt though because, hey, it's the eternal contract. Yeah, the Plunder is embarrassed to berserk the vet for sure. But Hjalmar is loaded now, so. Betsy, we have Betsy to knock out Glynis. Hiya! Wapa! So my opponent might want to pass here, right? Whoa, what if I just end up getting into this mode? It wasn't until that early pass where I'm like, oh man, there's so much, because like the first 3 turns have always been, it's been such a long time since I've thought about the first 3 turns as crucial.
This one's got spirit.
Nilfgaard never passes in seasonal. It seems like, so I'm gonna learn something because this is like from the noob standpoint, this being my second game. The first game I lost due to a passing error. I'm gonna say that I will pass here. I will take this 10-point lead, and I'm gonna find out what my opponent does about it, and maybe I'll learn. Learn by experience, the college method, as opposed to the university method. Don't learn. That was really just a joke for my wife, to see how hard she was listening. Keep yourself outside of Tibor and Vilgevortz range. Yeah. Bribery. Oh, let's see. Of course you'll find it, right? 10 points. Easy. Easy. Doesn't necessarily mean we lose. My opponent's in the same position that we ended. No, my opponent is not in that position, really, because he won the round, whereas we tied last one. So now our opponent has last say. And we draw nothing, right? We draw nothing.
Who's next? Any of you's got the courage?
So we have one big piece of removal.
Nature's a fickle beast.
Wow, Purify for the defender, huh? Respect for Tursark Vet, card's so good. I love it.
Behold, Nilfgaard's iron might.
Damn. Out of reach here. This is out of reach. Although we can use the Warship and then Hjalmar to kill it. So that's probably okay. I don't know how happy that makes me. The games are shorter, most meta decks don't fare well. You can farm daily crowns and masteries. Hey, I mean, I like that idea too. Honestly, maybe if I really like this mode, maybe I'll come up with the stockpile list to finally get that NR mastery that I've just never, ever, ever decided to get.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
Who wants to taste Skellige steel?
Tibor Vilgevortz, right. Yeah. How do you beat that? I didn't even really think about that. Yeah. So fully targeted removal. Wait, hold on a second. So we know it's not Tibor and Vilge.
They're dead already. The time has come.
So Tibor is 13 points here. 25. That's not enough. Vilgevortz is 5. Oh, Geralt Axie.
Damn it.
Taunty McGee takes a seat. Sit down, man. Cool. All right. I think I got it. Whoa. I think I got it. Where'd the brew border come from? They released it today. St. Patrick's Day dust purchase. 400 dust. Yeah, we have the Commandos Guild, where you guys can see how much time I spend in PoE. And I think about it too much, and maybe I leave the guild. Just kidding. Okay, it's like, the thing is, I really need to get my mind around what is happening. There is no more cards. They're gone forever. I'm not hoping they'll line up a combo later. This is it. And I think that the fact that I'm just like streaming and la 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 doing what I normally do, I'm really not paying attention to this crucial fact. So here we go. So we're starting off with Griffin. So we just go ahead. We just get ahead with Dow. What's up, Pope? People suck. There's not so many empty shelves. Yeah, well, it's not so much people, but also keep in mind that maybe there might be a lot of issues with stocking goods, ordering goods, businesses not even sure how much longer they're going to be staying open, so maybe they don't order for the week. And if you don't order for the week, your shops go out of stock really fast. Anyway, I mean, it is a lot of people like, believe me, I will never apologize for toilet paper hoarders. That shit is weird. Oh, man. Okay. Really? You guys are talking about pass? But he can trigger the Frightener right away. Or do you think I fall behind? Wow, that seems obvious. Seems so obvious for everybody in the chat. I should start playing these seasonal modes like early on and like learn when we're all like, ooh, yeah, that might be a good idea. And like, but now I feel like I'm really behind. It is 17 days into the season, forcing your opponent to go -2. Is it for sure -2 though? Oh yeah, wait, I'm going. But is it for sure? Why would it be -2 if he has tactical and? Oh, because he's already... Yeah, sorry. I think I misunderstood what was going on here. So I can use Lugos... Well, I don't use Leader, do I?
The time for blathering has passed!
You don't always need to get your card back because the units are so huge. Now I'll never get my card back. It's too late. So, I mean, we have Lugos and Hemdall. Flaminica is going to go down. We'll play Flaminica here. And we open up with Herald. Or my opponent goes for a bleed. Man, it's much too risky to do that now, I guess.
Nature's a fickle beast.
Okay, so the only thing we don't have is last set. It's not Nilfgaard. We beat Nilfgaard with the we beat yeah, we did win one of these games. The Nilfgaard one was solid. I mean, it seems like I'd want to play Sucrus first. But there could be predatory dive, right? So I think Herald's actually probably exactly what I want to play here. Sucrus for Skellige. Yeah, Sucrus is going to touch down. Hammond will make an extra wounded unit for Lugos. Although, I mean, we're probably going to need it because he's going to be playing like some huge chunky unit. Sucrus on Herald's Skulls? Yeah.
Should have stayed put on the Isles.
Just getting the, I mean, I'm probably going to hit those anyway, so I might as well just get the value out of it. Ericus Behemoth. Just play Hemdall, right? I mean, I can just play Leader and Hemdall, but I don't get, and there's no extra points to go on the opponent's board.
Blood washes away all shame. The time has come.
Zappity zaps. I should have done this first. I got lucky. I got lucky. Never punished. Never punished. Unfortunately, Lugos is going to be pretty underwhelming, isn't he? Lugos ends up being, with this play, without having the... I mean, it was fine anyway. I wonder if that power... Like, the power would have really converted nicely. Yeah, Lambert. Easy. Easy Lambert. Renew for Frightener. Okay. Renew seems like a really risky card to run. But I don't know. Lugos is dead. Pretty much. 100%. Nothing I can damage. How'd I get this border? It was just released today. So there is a new St. Patrick's Day bundle released for 400 dust. The border is the best part about it. Seems like a weird one to lock. Yeah. Seems like so they did a Valentine's Day thing, and they might just do one each month. They might have one like kind of like real human being Earth calendar season stuff. What's up, Oscarus? How you doing? Is this enough? Got him. Looking good. Looking good. See, guys, I was all right. Relax. Great, we're playing ranked. Yeah, right. No, I don't know about that today.
Sit at my table and let's drink.
I just wanted to definitely take some time to understand this mode because I think it's really cool. It was really cool. It's a cool concept. Who really pays attention to the stream anyway? I know, this is really just a chat room with I can't think how to avoid it. I have to finish this joke. David Rodriguez Jr., good to see you. Thanks so much for the follow. Psycho Snail, thanks for the follow as well. My Korean friend, whose name I cannot pronounce. Okay, so we lost this already. So we gotta be smarter than the average bear. Aw, thanks, Pope. The cool thing is, I mean, everybody has their preference about something, right? Even if you don't think you have a preference, if I say dish soap, you think of a dish soap. That's your front of mind. We all have that sort of thing. But it is good to have. I think it's good. Like, it would be cool. I don't know how it would ever work. But it would be cool if there was, like, for Twitch, sometimes instead of going to an individual streamer's channel, there was, like, a Gwent channel. And, like, there was a whole bunch of different programs. They were all about Gwent. And all the different content creators did their show on like, the Gwent network. Like, I imagine, like, it would be cool to be part of, like, I don't know, something like that. But still have it be exactly what PoE is pretty fun. I know. The other thing I like about PoE is that you feel powerful right away. The drops at the beginning of the game are just as valuable as they are at the end of the game, like currency and stuff. Like you could get a drop of, like, you know, alchemy orbs you get constantly as you level up. Like those things are like big time. Those are like dollars. I think it just does what it's doing well enough. The Beast, man, there's so many cards that seem like really crazy hard to beat in like a single hand kind of game. Well, look at our average play was 7. You could say that definitely. The average play was 7. Flicker Strike. So Flicker Strike is like the old Diablo 2 assassin, like the dragon kick, where you like teleport to somebody and hit them. I think that's what that is. I'm working on Molten Strike, where it's like you hit somebody, you hit an enemy in the head, and then like magma just blasts everywhere and just burns everything around you. It seems super cool. Oh, Pred Strike? God, I figured if he had that, he would have played that a long time ago. Where are you now, Finn?
Winds hurl, waves crash.
You missed the recent fight night? Absolutely, Onslamensch. I am planning on doing it again. I am. Very soon. There's a couple of announcements that are kind of like ongoing because I'm not really like a hype guy. I worked in the advertising industry and I just think it's all pretty gross. But anyway, I'm not really a hype guy, so I'm bad at promoting stuff. But this should be a pretty cool week, I think. We're going to have this podcast is coming back on Thursday. I tweeted about it yesterday. But I haven't updated like every single platform with everything that I'm doing, but I am going to be doing the podcast. DRJR, I'm gonna have to assign a day for LOR because I feel like if I don't do that, it's hard for me to pick. I mean, it was like playing. It's a really weird time right now. Like, obviously, Gwent Masters is coming up. I'm playing Gwent. I'm into Gwent. And then it's like postponed. So I would think, well, if Gwent Masters was not coming up in the first place, would I have played the same amount of Gwent? You know, how would I have approached it? And the whole thing is, man, do I just pass here? This doesn't grow anymore. Whoa! I let go of the mouse too early, I think, there. That was supposed to get defended. Yeah, I know. The channel points thing was like, I just didn't think I would be doing, like, I was like playing against the same people every day, like every day. And I thought I priced it so that wouldn't happen.
Novigrad's got more crooks than it has rats.
So that was for Parasite, I'm sure. This is Glusty. Man, I take Ulfidin. Like, what if I had the Ulfidin? I don't know why I keep playing things here. I don't know. I'm really not. I actually really am. So I'm checked out a little bit. I'm getting a little checked out. My mind is wandering a little bit. I'm thinking about like all the things around playing Gwent right now, as opposed to being in the game. Fight night. I would like to do 4 weeks where fight night is on Friday. Well, maybe hold on. There's going to be this weekend and next weekend in March, and then there's going to be like pro rank. Pro rank keeps me from being like extracurricular because I like to compete for pro rank, but I also like playing on ranked ladder. So, but now it's just going to be 3-1 every season, so that should be easier. Guess I pass. I wonder what that last card is. Wait, what am I talking about? I don't have leader anymore. So it has to be, so he has to have something that is under, he has to have something 9 or higher. 9 or higher. Well, Gurn would die, so. Eight seems like. Ugh. Fuck, that's a good closer. That's a good closer. Keltalis with the 9 strength. It's a good closer. Strong deck right there. So yeah, it seems pretty diverse. Lots of monsters, Nilfgaard, Skellige. What, we saw 1 Syndicate?
Of course.
A lot of people are trying to invigorate. Small buy-ins and special rules. Well, special rules were actually the original thing. Yeah, I'd like to make it more fun. I'd like to make it fun, like, for sure. At least up to the sub to make that decision. I feel like Magic Lamp would be better. Oh yeah, Speed Gwent. That's true. We can have lightning rounds. Like we could do themed days. Like one of the things I specifically want to do is I don't necessarily rotate my deck all the time. I am actually testing a deck, and I want to test it against like whatever. So like maybe I'll play Witcher Nilfgaard for like 5 or 6 games in a row against people. Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna play Covenant because it plays with the other bear. Man, that last player's predatory die was so clutch. So good for him. So good for him. On fight nights, yeah. Dave Rodriguez Jr. I'll see ya. I'll see ya. You know, I feel David Rodriguez Jr., I'm sure, before you head out, if you haven't headed out yet, like you're talking about LOR, I feel like I definitely thought, like, LOR had me really hard when I started playing it, for sure. Like, I talked a big game. I got a lot of people that were out, a lot of people, like, I'm like, you guys gotta play this game. This game could be, and it just don't know. Like it just, I'm gonna go back to it. I think it'll probably catch me again when I play it. It'll probably catch me again for sure.
At last.
Anyway, that's all. I expected to play it more, and I feel bad because I think I got a lot of people excited about it and then ended up not playing it. Such as McBeard's. I am at the throes of my own mind. Anyway, I'll catch you later, my friend. I need another drink. Ooh, Ruin. Yeah, you got Gwent, you got non-Gwent. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There are a lot of people that, you know, you get the vocal minority coming out on YouTube saying, "What is this trash game?" or whatever, because it's not Gwent and they want their shit and forget that there are human beings involved. Those kinds of people. Yo, shit's going down in this game right here. This Kikimore shit is no joke. This seems like an okay pass, but I couldn't justify. I think I pass here. I have pretty powerful cards. This creates a damaged unit. This creates a damaged unit. This could create a damaged unit. This hits a damaged unit. We have 3 damaged units with Lugos. We've got 10 points on our opponent. But it's really more than 10 points. It's 11 points because that last frost will tick. Ooh, ends up a tie here. Not so good for my opponent at all. My opponent going down 2 cards. Got him. I think this mode is really, really interesting. I think a lot of the modes have been really cool, but there's something about this mode that is... There's something very compelling about this mode. I'm not really sure what it is entirely, like exactly. I know that Ulfen's going to play for a lot here. Just play Svalbard Totem, I guess. So like Karen or whatever, Ulfen's going to play for just a bucket of points. The same bucket I'm going to put 2 tiers in for my opponent here. So it's like, I mean, I think that Hammond has to be the play here because I could hit the Barghest, but the Barghest is going to get bigger probably because of the order. I'm actually even going to play Skill. The happy tunes. Yeah, Nev, it's true. It's true. Ooh. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, that ain't good. I mean, we really only lost 2 points there because it was going to hit him for 8 anyway. And now Ulf is even better, like I expected. So yeah, so Josh Witcher, I'll explain that real quick. Every league, so the Delirium League just started on Tuesday? Shit, I can't remember now. Wait, Friday, last Friday? So every league has a special mechanic. So when you go through Path of Exile, you'll notice that some maps have... There we go. We got him. So, I mean, I like that. We just got really ahead of the opponent. We were just able to kind of show that we had a ton of points. The Ulfinin would have just smashed right there. I'll talk about this. I'll talk about Path of Exile after we get this finished here.